Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy hump day. It's Wednesday, the 25th of January, and welcome back to the Day Trade with Tony Small Account Challenge. So $2,500 starting position. That was last week, and we've had a good green day today. So we started because we've been growing the account over the last week. So we started the day with $4,177 in the account today. So $4,777 effectively puts us at $205 as the target today. Remember, 5% per day is what we're looking to grow it at. It's still considered aggressive. So if you go to any hedge fund and they will give you 5% on your money per day, I am telling you, they will snatch your hand off. So growing your account 5% per day is more than a realistic goal. So I'll show you a little bit in terms of I'll kind of map it out for you shortly in terms of what 5% per day is actually going to look like. But first, let's talk about what we traded. We traded one stock today, just the one trade, and it was a good move up pre-market. It was First Wave Biopharma. Now, First Wave Biopharma had a news catalyst, and it looked like it was moving up. In fact, it did move up, then it pulled back, and then moved up again. So as it broke the VWAP, obviously we're paying attention to this, but it then broke it again, moved up, and this is where we got in here. So we were able to ride this up from first entry was kind of 615. 615. So as we broke new highs here, we got in 615 and we're able to ride that up, and we went in for 90% of the buying power. I've got a button on my montage. This is 90% BP, and I just basically as many shares as I can get for 90% of my buying power. So what essentially that allowed me to get was a little over 3,500 shares. So we rolled that up. We got a good 20 cents on the move before we took some profit, and then we took 2,500. So we still had over 1,000 shares in on this one at the time. So 2,500 shares. And then we rolled the rest up. We had another 10 cents. We took another 1,000 shares off. We got a bit of a pullback, so we added to the position another 500 shares, and then we exited the position at 660, and then as it started to pull back, we got out for the rest. So all in all, $800. So bearing in mind we were looking for $205. So this is almost 4 times goal today. So a really good trade. Almost 20% of the number, but a great day regardless. So where does that put us? Well, almost 4,200 today. Another $800. So after fees and charges, we're probably looking at about $750. So we're getting very close to the $5,000 mark. And that's when things change. $5,000, it basically means I start being a little bit more aggressive, and we start going in with a little bit bigger size. We can start talking about lots of 2,500, 5,000 shares, etc. And I went in 90% buying power today, 3,500 shares. But once we get to $5,000 with the leverage 6 times, that gives you up to $30,000 worth of buying power. So it means that we're now able to trade most of these low float stocks kind of between $5 and $25, $35 a share, and we're able to trade them, as we would a normal account. So what I've done is I'll tag on the recording of this trade as well. A very quick trade, it was a few minutes long. But I'll be back at it tomorrow an hour before the market opens, and we're growing this particular account very, very nicely. If we continue with this, we've got 4 more trading days. If we continue at this rate, we're looking for 5% per day, but we're averaging quite substantially more than that. But at this rate, we should be more than on track for January. We want to double our account in January, so we want to get to $5,000 by the end of January, and then we want to grow it and maybe get to 25,000 by the end of February. I think we're on track for doing that. I think we should be able to achieve that by the end of this week, $5,000, given that we're very close to it now in terms of how we close today. Tomorrow, if we have a good day tomorrow, we probably will be looking for around $240. $240 to $250 in terms of the target tomorrow. So if we actually hit target tomorrow, we'll be over $5,000. So that will be double in less than 2 weeks. We will have doubled the account. So join me tomorrow. An hour before the market opens, we do it all over again. So that's 8:30 market time, East Coast, New York. It's 1:30 here in Dublin in Ireland. And same time if you're in the UK as well. If you're anywhere else, you don't know the time zone, simple answer, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. I will notify you directly, or rather YouTube will, but you'll get notified directly when I go live tomorrow. So hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel, and I'll hope to see you then. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it if you do. Now, I mentioned there growing 5%. What does it look like? Let me give you a table. Now, I do work with TradingView to analyze stats, but when I'm setting targets, I like to map things out in a spreadsheet. So let's have a look at what that looks like. So here we are for January. This is what we started off with. So just shy of $2,500. Our actual was $24.56 and 38 cents, and we've been able to grow the account. And today we've got $802. So we'll be able to, after fees and charges, that should put us at approximately just over 4,900. So we're not far off the doubling the account. In fact, we've actually doubled the account. If I look at where we started from, $24.56 is little shy of the $5,000, so $49.40, and yes, we've actually doubled the account already. So I'm just kind of looking at the numbers here. But if we're growing it, we're only growing it 5%, 5% per day. We continue. Obviously, we're going to have days more than that. We may have days where we lose. Red days are inevitable, particularly as the account grows and we start taking a little bit more risk. But red days are inevitable. So if we're looking to grow it 5%, and the way that I've got this mapped out, I've got it capped at $2,500. So 5% up to $2,500 a day. Now you see me, and I've set myself a target of last year $5,000. And I was starting at $30,000 each month in terms of the account size, and I capped it at. I was looking for an average of $5,000 a day. Now I've capped this at $2,500 based on the way that I've set this up. But if you look at this, we would have been looking at doubling the account. Now we had the first day we got over 23% gains. Then 8%, so it's more than the 5% that we're looking at. We had a 0 trade day, then a 10% day. Then we had a day that was just over goal, a day that was almost 3 times goal, which was yesterday. Today, almost 4 times goal. So we're overperforming based on each day that we've been trading. So that's fine. If we'd just been doing it at 5%, we would have been on track to double the account and get to kind of 5K by the end of January. As you can see, quite frankly, at 5% by the end of February, we should be at 16K, and by the end of March, we should be at 45K. This is all from a $2,500 account. So $2,500, and in 3 months, we can grow it just by setting a 5% daily growth target. We can grow it to almost $50,000 in 3 months. So that's huge amounts of it's like what's that 2,000 2,500% or something. It's huge growth. So by being methodical, you can and not getting greedy and listening to the mantra that I give you every single day. I don't live by it myself, but do as I say, kids, not as I do. By living by the mantra that I give you every single day, that's get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. Now, goal being 5%, just by trading 5% every single day, you're and on the days that you can actually make more by allowing your trade to overrun, then 3 months to grow, well, 2 months, if you will. So 3 months to grow an account from $2,500 to $50,000. Now, I know it can be done sooner than that. So I'm talking about 3 months, being moderately conservative. If I go back to February last year when I did my first small account challenge and I streamed it live, and we started off with a $5,000 account and we grew that to $79,000 across the month of February, 28 days, or 20, it was actually 19 trading days. I'm being a little bit disingenuous with myself there, in that, yes, we finished the month on $79,000. However, at one point, so that was the Monday. The Monday was the last day of the month, I believe, on February. I think February the 28th was a Monday last year, and the previous Friday we lost a huge amount of money, and we lost again on the Monday. So 2 consecutive red days. We'd actually grown the account to $105,000 in 1 month from 5,000. So it can be done. I'm not saying that's the right way to do it. I'm trying to be a bit more conservative on this small account challenge, just to show you how it should be done, and by being disciplined about getting to goal and getting out, but by being disciplined on the trade setups that you take, how easy it is to grow an account, how quickly you can grow an account. And grow an account to $50,000 in 3 months, the majority of people don't earn $50,000 a year. Put that into perspective. What you're actually talking about there, $50,000 in 3 months, it's the equivalent of a $200,000 year. So ask yourself a question. What could you do with an extra $200,000 a year? A lot of people, that's just dreamland money. Of course, the taxman's are going to come along and want a large chunk of that, as they always do. And there's no guarantees that by trading the way that I'm teaching you, the way that I'm showing you, that you're going to have the same results. You've got to have the right strategy. You've got to have the right philosophy. You've got to manage your risk effectively. You've got to kind of detach yourself from the emotional element as well. But let's see if we can't get to $50,000 by the end of March on this small account. 5% per day. That's what we're looking for. 5% per day. Tomorrow we do it all again, as I mentioned. Come join me then, and we're looking for another 5%. So we're looking to get over the 5K and beyond. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Take care. See you soon. Small account. Just went in for 90% of my buying power. Locked in 500. I'm looking for another entry for the break of 650. I'm just holding this position right now. Small size right now. I got out, let's say, for the 650. Add to this position. This is the small account. Started today with just over $4,000 in this account. So we're looking for $200 is the target. And we'll just get out there. Okay, so 802. There you go. That's a small account. Get in, get out. No, get in, get green, get to gold, get out. Now, not only have I just got to gold, I've got 4 times gold. So we started today with 4,177 and we've just made $800 on that. So that's the small account challenge done for today.